A president above the law? The Supreme Court made a big decision about presidential power. They ruled on whether a president is above the law. It's a question that's been asked throughout American history. Can a president be charged with a crime while in office? The court's answer is complicated. The Constitution doesn't give a clear answer. It says the president can be impeached for high crimes and misdemeanors. But what about regular crimes? Can a president be investigated and charged like any other citizen? These are not easy questions. This ruling is important. It sets a precedent for future presidents. It impacts how much power the president has. It also affects how accountable the president is to the law. The court's decision is a reminder that no one is above the law, not even the President of the United States. The idea of presidential immunity has been debated for centuries. Some argue it's necessary to protect the office of the president. They say the president needs to be free from legal distractions. Others argue that no one should be above the law. They say the president should be held accountable for their actions. One early example involved President Thomas Jefferson. He was accused of libel by a political rival. Jefferson argued that he couldn't be sued while in office. The courts agreed, setting a precedent for presidential immunity. Over time, the concept evolved. Courts have generally ruled that presidents have immunity from lawsuits related to their official actions. However, they can be sued for actions taken before becoming president. The line between personal and official actions can be blurry, leading to legal challenges. The Supreme Court has weighed in on presidential immunity in several landmark cases. These cases have helped define the scope and limits of this power. Donald Trump faced numerous legal challenges during his presidency. Some cases involved his business dealings, others involved his actions as president. These cases raised questions about the limits of presidential immunity. One case involved Trump's tax returns. Congress subpoenaed his tax records. They wanted to investigate potential conflicts of interest. Trump refused to comply, claiming presidential immunity. The case went to the Supreme Court. The court ruled against Trump in a 7-2 decision. They said that presidents are not above the law. They also said that Congress has broad powers to investigate. This ruling was a significant check on presidential power. Trump faced other legal challenges. Some involved allegations of obstruction of justice. Others involved campaign finance violations. These cases demonstrated the complexity of presidential immunity. Section 4. Nixon, Clinton, and the limits of power. The Watergate scandal tested the limits of presidential power. Richard Nixon faced impeachment for his role in the cover-up. He resigned before the House of Representatives could vote on impeachment. Nixon claimed executive privilege to avoid handing over tapes of his Oval Office conversations. The Supreme Court ruled that executive privilege did not protect him in this case. The tapes revealed Nixon's involvement in the cover-up. Bill Clinton also faced legal trouble while in office. He was impeached by the House of Representatives. The charges stemmed from a sexual harassment lawsuit and his subsequent testimony. The Senate acquitted Clinton, allowing him to remain in office. These cases demonstrate that presidents are not above the law. They can be held accountable for their actions. The courts play a vital role in upholding the rule of law, even when it comes to the president. Section 5. Balancing Act, Justice and the Presidency. The Supreme Court's ruling on presidential immunity has lasting implications. It affirms the principle that no one is above the law. It also highlights the importance of checks and balances in government. The ruling strikes a delicate balance. It protects the presidency from frivolous lawsuits, but it also ensures that presidents can be held accountable for wrongdoing. This is essential for maintaining public trust in government. The debate over presidential immunity is likely to continue. Future presidents may face legal challenges. The courts will be called upon to interpret the law and apply it to the specific facts of each case. One thing is clear: the relationship between the presidency and the law is complex. It requires careful consideration to ensure both justice and the integrity of the office.